I don't know if it's a complaint that she's making or a statement that she's making, but if it's a complaint, we just go, okay, enough.
Angel Reese chose to cancel Caitlin Clark's contract in Europe, accusing her of being greedy and money-minded. This girl has been on a personal mission to bring Caitlin down for the entire season, whether it's through trash talking, which is essentially her brand at this point, or using the race card to say that Caitlin only attracts attention because of her skin color, not to mention the physical attacks. If basketball had a WWE division, Angel would be in the Hall of Fame by now.
Angel Reese has things to say. She says that, and again, she can't decide if she wants to be the villain or not. One day she's the victim. One day she's saying things that make her villainous. She says that she wants to bring trash talk to women's basketball.
However, now that Caitlin is leaving and packing her bags to go to Europe in order to finally receive what she is entitled to, Angel simply cannot stand it and accuses others of being greedy. The funniest part is that Angel is now complaining about her own pay and the exorbitant $8,000 rent she must pay. At this point, the hypocrisy is almost artistic.
And pays them bills, baby. I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills.
Angel Reese is out there pretending to be the WNBA's moral compass and accusing Caitlin Clark of being greedy for considering taking a deal in Europe. The irony is so blatant that it could be cut with a butter knife. Angel claiming that someone else is overly preoccupied with money, it's hilarious that the queen of I'm broke is pointing the finger at Caitlin for wanting a salary that truly matches her talent. This is the same Angel Reese, who can't spend 5 minutes without bringing up the fact that her WNBA salary doesn't even cover her $8,000 rent.
Obviously, she's cashing in with endorsements and all of that. But, you know, isn't there an incentive? If you're in the NBA and you've got a guaranteed contract of 5, 10 plus million dollars, whatever, you don't necessarily have an incentive to go out and make headlines.
This isn't about Caitlin being greedy. It's just jealousy. Let's not act like Angel has a halo over her head. Caitlin is hitting records like she's on a mission to become one of the biggest names in women's basketball, and Angels are all saying, oh, Caitlin is just ungrateful for not sticking around with the WNBA. Caitlin is the one receiving an underpayment for breaking records, and Angel is upset because she's looking to Europe for a respectable salary because they see her value and are prepared to pay her appropriately.
It's just some of this other stuff. I don't know if it's a complaint that she's making or a statement that she's making, but if it's a complaint, we just go, okay, enough.
But this is where things get really sexy. What is Angel doing while she's out there throwing smack? Oh, she's busy doing modeling jobs and uploading Instagram photos, and she's more focused on her next fashion contract than basketball. I have nothing against that hustle, but you can't be out here accusing Caitlin of pursuing money when you're actually making a fortune by posing in costumes. However, Caitlin, who is only interested in the game, is the antagonist for seeking a better deal. Someone should call Sherlock Holmes because of the genuine mystery of these double standards.
And it's like the WNBA players have chosen to focus on idiots rather than the people of sensibility who there's far more of that they could potentially win as fans.
Caitlin is only investigating her alternatives like any astute, driven athlete would. The WNBA is behaving as like they are doing her a favor by handing her a used paycheck, but she isn't out here requesting a gold-plated yacht. She is just trying to get paid for being the amazing star that she is. Europe says, come over, we'll treat you right. The WNBA has obviously failed to provide Caitlin with the respect she seeks, as the organization is more concerned with appeasing other Black players who are unable to play.
The WNBA has seen record-breaking numbers this season in viewership, ticket sales, merch sales, and just overall growth of the league.
Angel can continue to criticize Caitlin from the sidelines, but Caitlin is the one taking decisive action. She is a basketball icon in the making, and she has earned the right to pursue bigger chances, including traveling to Europe, where people genuinely value her skill. Angel is simply upset because she knows she can't keep up with Caitlin's pace, which is smashing attendance records and doing something unprecedented in WNBA history.
And even our biggest star in the league, Caitlin Clark, is only making a base salary of around $76,000 or $78,000 for this first season. She signed a 4-year, just over $300,000 rookie salary. So Caitlin's rookie salary is a little over $300,000 for 4 years, and that's all that she's going to make in the WNBA. Now, I feel like there could be a team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her a crazy offer.
Caitlin Clark is not your typical athlete seeking a larger salary. Caitlin, who is almost a walking basketball icon in the process, wants much more than money. She wants stability, something that truly means something, and, of course, a career that lasts because she is receiving WNBA breadcrumbs. The league loves to brag about helping female players, yet after single-handedly propelling the league's popularity to unprecedented heights, they've been as helpful as a broken lawn chair when it comes to Caitlin. How can you hold it against her if she wants more than the gilded tip jar they're giving her?
But I think Angel Reese is jealous of Caitlin Clark. She thinks she's, the reason why this is all happening.
Let's take a moment to consider what Caitlin accomplished in 2025, the season that everyone will be talking about until the sun burns out. She led the Iowa Hawkeyes to the NCAA Finals and broke records en route there, scoring 191 points in a single tournament, the most ever for men or women. How does the WNBA reward her with a paycheck that wouldn't even cover a few months of Angel Reese's rent? Angel is out here complaining about her $8,000 rent every other day, but when Caitlin searches for a paycheck that matches her talent, she is the one who is acting avaricious.
Sales of WNBA merchandise are up over 500% versus the same period last year, with fan gear sales over the first half of the season at the highest in league history. Player-specific merchandise, including jerseys and t-shirts, have seen a staggering 1,000% increase in sales. Additionally, sales of league-specific merchandise like the popular orange WNBA hoodie are also up 200%. The top-selling WNBA player merch, Caitlin Clark, #1 in jerseys.
This is where Angel Reese's finger-pointing truly goes haywire. Caitlin isn't out here chasing money for the sake of it, but Angel would have you believe otherwise. Sure, her European contract is likely to break some WNBA salary records, but that's only because Europe is smart enough to pay her what she's worth. The real reason Caitlin is interested in Europe isn't the money, though, because she's trying to establish a legacy, something the WNBA seems completely uninterested in supporting her with. For example, during her rookie season alone, she sold out arenas, entire seasons, cities, and her jersey, not to mention one of the league's hottest items that doesn't even begin to list.
It even went as far as to 1 year in 2015, Diana Taurasi played in Russia and did not play in the WNBA. And it was never outright stated that she didn't play in the WNBA because Russia basically put that in their contract, that if she went there, she couldn't play. But that was pretty much what everybody thought happened because Russia paid Diana Taurasi at that time $1.5 million salary.
However, the WNBA is more concerned with punishing its players than with genuinely assisting them in creating a future. They want their finest players to persevere through a demanding season without even access to adequate mental health resources. Caitlin is obviously searching for something greater because she must balance playing at her best with no help from those who should be supporting her.
Now, it's not out of the norm for WNBA players to play during the regular season and then during their off-season play overseas. This is something that has been happening for the entirety of the WNBA.
Examine salaries, one of the best WNBA players ever. Diana Taurasi even left the league for a season in 2025 after receiving an offer of $1.5 million to play for a Russian team, which was more than 10 times her WNBA salary. Caitlin is not naive. She understands that Europe is providing a genuine opportunity for a future, something that the WNBA declines to offer.
We're not allowed anymore to show the #1 draft pick in the WNBA draft as opposed to Angel Reese, a woman who can't run. I mean, next time you watch Angel Reese play, yes, she can play. She's a good player, but she can't run. But we're not allowed to show the #1 pick in the draft, the most dynamic player, including everybody. Why? Well, because it's racist. Yes, it's racist according to the idiot.
Additionally, Angel Reese's shady politics against Caitlin Clark have been going on for so long that it's beginning to resemble an unending reality TV drama for which no one was asked. The jealousy is so intense that it nearly drips off the court and is visible to everyone. Angel's entire tactic of making allegations, increasing the level of hostility, and attempting to bring Caitlin down at every opportunity is not only clumsy, it is obvious that she is unable to cope with seeing another player surpass her, and Caitlin's success is sending her into a downward spiral.
I want to preach a message of less division, more unity, level-headedness, thinking for yourself.
Recall the entire racial scandal that Angel caused. That was very awful. After the game, Angel used the race card to try to paint Caitlin and her supporters as the bad guys for accusing her of assaulting Caitlin. It was a complete publicity hoax, and the ensuing hysteria was precisely what Angel intended that entire time. Fiasco was a premeditated attempt to draw attention away from Angel's subpar performance on the court, not about justice or calling out bad behavior. For years, Angel's jealousy has been evident. Instead of giving Caitlin her flowers, Angel gets more passionate when Caitlin wins more records. For example, in 2025, Caitlin made history by winning back-to-back 40-0 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. Angel moved the conversation to her own toughness and how much she enjoys trash-talking instead of acknowledging Caitlin's historic run. It seems as though Angel is allergic to giving Caitlin any credit. She would much rather create drama and maintain her position in the news. Instead of simply throwing some spare coin at their stars and calling it a day, European countries treat its athletes like true royalty and provide them with respect, real money, and mental health help, all of which the WNBA inexplicably overlooked in their missive regarding player support. Is it any wonder that Brianna Stewart and JN Quell-Jones have been traveling to Europe during the offseason? They frequently express that they feel appreciated and respected, which is the complete antithesis of the WNBA vibe. After all, Angel's attempts to bring Caitlin down are motivated solely by jealousy, and Europe is ultimately looking superior to someone like Caitlin. Caitlin's soaring Angels are stalled, and with her upcoming European contract, the desperation is evident. It's really depressing to see Angels reduced to petty remarks and tired accusations.